So it's easy to smile and be polite, right? But in the large hospital workplace environment, how do you and be able to jump up out of that smile, right? Be able to jump up out of that, oh, thank you, you're so wonderful. I just love the way you work. I knew I could get to depend on you, all that. How can you jump up out of that? I'm not talking about to Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type deal. No. What I'm talking about is to always, smile, be polite. You're helping, you're doing your own work, and you're answering questions in a nice, polite manner. But you always must be prepared to step out of those moments if ethical concerns or wrongdoings arise. If you don't, that's only if you don't participate in groupthink or things of that nature, or you're not the one that, loves to harm others. So practicing politeness and professional engagement, greet your coworkers, your colleagues with a genuine smile, and use their names, express their appreciation in conversations, because you want a welcoming environment, right? Asking questions, sharing, stuff that goes on between both of you, and just avoiding overly personal topics, things of that nature. And so to maintain the boundary and self-protection, you want to always protect yourself as you protect those that, you choose to protect that's in your care. You want to step out of that smile. This is my time. This is my workspace. This is my emotional energy. Letting, coworkers know when you can come to me to not interrupt me for work time, when necessary, or when to interrupt and how to interrupt, right? But you want to be able to step out of the kindness and the smiling when you find those that take advantage in a nasty manner, in a manner that they think they can lure you into their belief system that they were brought up into, that they went to school with, the type of people they hung out with in school, things that don't align with the way you may happen to think, right? So you want to be able to come up out of that smile without turning into the Incredible Hulk, or let's say Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. 1 minute you flip disco, whatever. But you stand tall, stand your ground, and use critical thinking to figure out different situations before responding or getting involved in different situations, questioning all things that you assume, and things that make you upset, and looking for evidence, sound evidence of things and policies and procedures, and make decisions on, if you are that type of person, on your ethical principles. So observing wrongdoing, disengaging from the situation, either by redirecting the conversation or just flat out leaving. I got to go to the bathroom, or I'll be right back, and you never come back, or something like that. But what you're going to do is document your concerns, follow appropriate reporting channels. In some places, it's very, 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 very hard, who you report to, because, say, for example, HR, no more union, or different organizations that you report to is not for you. They mainly err on the side of management, you know. But some people, you will find good people that will dig into or certain organizations or certain, if you have to go outside and find lawyers, whether you pay up front or whether you can make a payment plan or whether they know you have a really good case, they're going to take your case and then take their fees, you know, once they win. They know their stuff. But, you know, just, and that's the way you protect yourself. You know, like you feel a gut feeling, you feel those instincts. If something feels off, you know, you just don't be afraid to remove yourself from these groupthink type, or this is the way it has always been, situations and conversations. And even though it is said, well, my boss told me to do this, my supervisor told me to do this. I don't like using the word boss. There's reasons for that, but I use the appropriate, because on their position description, it doesn't say boss, boss. It says manager, supervisor, leader, things of that nature. And those are the type of topics I use to address folks. And, you know, just remain professional. Try to remain professional at all times without blowing a gasket. There are times where the gasket, you get so upset and you know. But get into the mode of saying, I'm not comfortable with that. You know, it doesn't align with what my training has taught. It doesn't align with what the policy states. I can do this if this happens, but I can't do that with what you're giving me. I'm not comfortable with it, you know. And even though it's like, well, you smile with me all the time, you laugh with me all the time, you take in all my compliments and jokes that I give you, why can't you do this for me? Sorry. Sir, ma'am, I'm not comfortable with that, okay? And I just wanted to point that out today. Something made me think of that was I saw some stuff talking about the Nuremberg trial, and, you know, being a part of in a group and doing everything that the group is doing, even if it doesn't align with you. But even if it does align with you, there's always consequences. And, you know, I try to think 10 steps ahead of the game when working with people or dealing with people. If this happened to go to the news, what is my position in that? If this happened to go to court, what is my position in that? If this happens to just blow up, you know, what is my position in that? Because something don't feel right with it. How to jump up out of that smile. Peace.